It's
Okay.
just nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
Shall we
start.
jump to our main topic?
Yes.
All right.
NFT.
Yay! That name is dead, isn't it? Have you used NFT before?
I
Oh,
almost tried to make one, but
okay.
it sounded easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a friend who one friend who did it because she doesn't have any follower.
Mm-hmm.
No one even checked that page.
Even
S-
the view is 0.
yeah, the view is like zero.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like flooded with all of other arts. So, I mean,
Uh,
she tried to use OpenSea website.
uh-huh,
I
uh-huh.
think that's like one of the easiest way to make it.
Yeah,
So,
that's one of the cheapest. Yeah.
but I also have another colleague that
Okay.
tried to do it. I think he collaborated with a bunch of other artists, and
Mm-hmm.
like I think he did it in like a big art event. Like he
Mm-hmm.
rented a space and then they hired some DJ and stuff.
Uh,
And it's like
uh, uh,
a body paint art, I think.
uh,
They painted on women's body,
uh-huh.
and I think they capture it on a video and then sell it as
NFT.
NFT. But if you go to the venue, you can see like all those ladies with body paint art. So it's like I
Uh,
think it's like very interesting. That's why
okay.
he was managed to create like four times out of the
Oh,
the budget that they spent to make it.
so it was
So
the event was catchy, let's just say.
what? It's
Event
sketchy?
it's very catchy, like.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, but
Mm.
I'm very sure he put lots of time to do it, like couple of months to do it. I
Mhm.
mean, if it's done right, it's doable, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like I wanted to do something easy and then make lots of profit, but it's not like that. You have to put lots of time and work, so
Yeah,
I'm like,
true.
okay, maybe next time.
It's not your passion, let's just say. It's not your
Yeah,
passion.
yeah.
It's but like I found out that I know when I did the research, and I found out that people really don't differentiate the NFT and NFT marketplace and NFT
Mm,
based products, at least those three things.
mm,
That's why there's always misunderstandings happen. And so when people say NFT is huge, which means that the products based on NFT
mm,
and the places where we can trade the NFT based products are huge. Yeah, people often misuse that terms a lot.
mm.
So yeah. Since I'm in charge of the boring part, let's start with
No.
the definition. Yeah. All right. Let's start with the definition. So, what the hell is bloody NFT? I think we all know what NFT is, non-fungible token. But that's not the thing we should know. I think what we should know is, I mean, I'm trying to oversimplify it, but
Mm,
NFT is the name of the technology.
mm,
And NFT is the name of the technology. It's part of the huge blockchain technology. But the difference between the other blockchain technologies and NFT is, and if we and the NFT tech, we can clarify who created this, and
mm,
that stays, and who owns it, and that really
mm.
stays. And yes, even though I explain, I still can't get it. And yes, that's the definition of the NFT. And let's go with the NFT marketplace, and that's important. This is probably this is one of the things that we're gonna talk about today. NFT marketplace is where people can trade stuffs that were created based on NFT technology. Yeah, and somehow, yes, my understanding of NFT gets worse and worse and worse. I know.
Yeah,
But in the
it's so deep. It's so deep.
it's so deep, yeah, it's so deep. But
I tried to research. I think I at least
mm-mm.
wrote I read like
Yeah, yeah,
at
yeah.
least 25 blog
Articles.
posts, yeah, articles, and
Uh.
like 15
Yeah.
videos, but some of them
Yeah.
are like 2 hours and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh god, this is too deep."
I think most of the NFT posts are deeper than the midlife crisis that people.
And the
But
thing is,
uh,
2021
uh,
information is no
uh,
longer true, which I'm like so surprised by it.
yeah, yeah, true, 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 true.
So
It's
I'm
not
like,
always not always the thing.
it keeps changing, and everyone
Mm-hmm.
says not
New shit.
everyone says different thing, but it
Mm-mm.
yeah, it is very confusing because
Yeah,
it's very unorganized too, I think,
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
it's still new.
Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons why that happens is because also the YouTubers and all those influencers, they really don't get what the difference between NFT technology, NFT marketplace, and
Mm,
NFT based products.
mm,
They don't really differentiate it, but they just use the term NFT in a
mm,
straight way, and
yeah,
that's why they all got confused and listeners got confused,
yeah.
and that's why NFT is dead.
Mm,
Seriously, genuinely believe that that's one of the reasons why NFT is dead. It's way too confused, way much confused
mm,
than it is. Yeah, of course, when it comes to tech side, it's difficult, but everything shouldn't be that difficult.
mm,
But the developers and the NFT creators, they really didn't try to like change it. They just also kept the difficulties.
mm,
I think that's one of the reasons like NFT got fucked up. Anyway, yeah. But here's the thing. What we need to know about NFT is this technology, we can verify the ownership.
mm,
So basically like this. It's basically goes like, so let's say Bitcoin.
mm.
Oh, is it okay? Is
Yeah.
my sound okay?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So let's say this. Bitcoin is like a coin, literal coin, 500 yen.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't say that we don't know whether this coin is owned by someone else.
Mm,
Yeah. That's Bitcoin.
mm,
But if we put our name on our coins,
mm,
the Krisa or Higon,
mm,
and then we can say that I I put my name on it, so that is really mine.
mm,
Then it will become NFT.
mm,
Yeah, that's like the concept of NFT.
mm.
And we probably done that before, right? Yeah, I mean sometimes we write our names on the cash so that no one can steal our cash.
No, I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't. That's so
You,
stupid. Why?
what? You did? Oh, really? Was I, am
Oh,
I the
oh,
only one?
but no, no, no. But I remember Indonesian money is
Uh,
full of written things, but it's not name. They
mm-mm.
just like very
Memos, yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Sometimes even like what to buy list in a supermarket and stuff.
Yo, that's NFT.
What?
Anyway, that's the concept.
Yeah.
That's the concept. And because of that concept, like when it here's the thing. Everything on the internet, people all had a hard time that who owns this thing, who
That's true.
owns this item, who
That's
owns
true.
this meme, who create these memes.
Mm,
And NFT is the tech with the concept that we can create something
mm,
and we can verify who owns it, who created it.
mm,
So that's how it became hit. And basically everything on the internet can be made as an NFT.
mm,
Yes, and all those internet images,
mm,
all those internet memes and arts, they are the ones they're the the items that was really easy to like become NFT-ish.
mm.
Like because it's everywhere, but no one can verify the ownership.
Yeah.
So that's why NFT marketplace was a huge hit.
Mm,
Mm. So it's like, an NFT marketplace is the place we can trade all those products based on NFT.
mm.
So yeah, you think of it as like a stock market,
Yeah.
but not trading stocks, but
Mm,
trading memes and images.
mm.
That's NFT marketplace. Let's just overly simplify that.
Okay.
And as you already know, it used to be very famous among artists and the people
Yes.
because artists can now pay the rent and nerds can verify that they have no taste in art and they're just like Minecraft memes. So it's been good for the past couple of years, but now for some reason the market crashed due to internal and external issues, and so many of the NFTs are basically worth zero these days. I mean, I've seen many NFTs are like how can I say? They don't sell, just give people for free. Just take it, take it, take it.
he gone. Do you think it's because the value of one NFT itself depreciate? Like it used to be 1 Ethereum, now it's like 0.2 Ethereum, or it's the value depreciate because the cryptocurrency is falling, having free fall right now.
Ah, 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 ah. I I'll probably explain it later, but my personal opinion is this. So I believe in like when you see the market, there are many like theories like, but
Yes.
what I like the most is market always knows the answer.
Mm,
But people in the market don't actually know that.
mm,
So that's why I think there's a gap between the true market value and people know there's a gap always happen, and that's
mm,
where always the troubles happens.
mm,
And personally, the reason why the current NFT market got lowered is because NFT is not that attractive from the first place. NFT products, they were
mm,
not as attractive as in the first place. Yeah. So yes, I mean Ethereum value, yes, and FTX, those FTX corruptions, that it was also, I think it was one of the huge impact. But if those are the real true impacts, the value of each NFT should be recovered,
mm,
right? Of course, it can go down. Like you remember the time when the COVID happened, the
mm,
stock crashed,
mm,
but it recovered like within a week. Yeah,
mm,
that thing should be happening,
mm,
but it didn't happen. It went down and never came up. Just keep going low and low and low constantly.
mm,
Which means markets started to realize that the current NFT products are not as attractive, not as valuable as people think,
mm,
and people start not to buying it, and because that the value has been fallen.
mm.
Mm-mm. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, let's go to explain the why it crashed. Yes. First, the NFT-based products are just piece of pixels, to be honest. At least the current ones.
Mm,
And second, the value was way too high compared to the value that they created. I mean, seriously, like the ape NFTs that we used to be buzzed about. I mean, what they create though? Seriously, what's your opinion? For me, that's their value is like creating CO2. That's it. Well, what's your opinion on those?
I have a big chunk of opinion that I will mention later on
Okay.
because it's going to correlate it about art
Mm-hmm,
industry,
mm-hmm.
and
Oh
I'll
yeah.
I'll explain it later.
Okay, okay, okay.
But the point is, art is
Mm-hmm,
subjective. Thus,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
it can be justified.
True,
The
true.
ape thing,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
it's it costs very high because art is subjective. So if
mm-hmm,
I make some art and I just draw one circle, black circle on a
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
canvas, and I
mm-hmm,
call it contemporary art, and I
mm-hmm,
said I want to sell this for $1 billion,
mm-hmm.
I can just keep it like that in a gallery and just wait till someone have
Uh,
money to purchase it, to buy
mm-hmm,
it,
mm-hmm,
and then that can be justified as long as there's one one product
mm-hmm,
and one buyer, and that
mm-hmm,
can be it,
mm-hmm,
even though maybe 1 million people will say that doesn't make any sense. Art is
mm-hmm,
like that, so
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That
yeah.
is true. That is
Mm,
true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, since I'm not about this, I don't know much about it. But yeah, I do totally agree. Yes, art is subjective.
mm,
Yes, it's a very subject topics.
mm,
But in case of NFT, especially these days, I wasn't able to all the NFT products that didn't most of them
mm,
didn't really resonate with my value like, at
mm,
all.
mm,
Mm, mm. I mean, that's one of the reasons why the value of NFT products has been falling because not many people actually get it.
mm,
Never really get it. Yeah. I mean, like, and also other thing. I think there's also some structural reason because like back yeah. I mean, speculation. That's also one of the reasons that the NFT gets a bit fucked up.
speculation means
Yeah, speculation. Like people want to just people who just want just to make money. Like
uh
yeah, it's like gambling.
mm,
Let's say gamble. And I think that's the easiest word, easier word. I mean, if someone like Apes, if someone resonates with the project, then of course that guy should buy it. But speculators and the gamblers with bad art taste increase the price ridiculously just to get rich. And internet nerds who are rich enough for, I don't know, internet nerds are trying to buy it, and then there goes up, goes up, goes up. And if we are in the normal stock market, if the price goes up in a very short period of time, the stock market just stop the trade for a while and then resume it. That's for this because of that. The reason it was because of the safety of the investors, right? But all the NFT marketplaces, they didn't do that thing. They don't really have those regulations rules. If the price goes up, it goes up. If the price goes down, it goes down. That's sort of extreme ups downs were very common in NFT marketplace, and in it can be good because if since we don't have any regulation, we can earn money real quickly. But if those extreme tumbles happen way too much, then people start to lose trust for that marketplace.
Yeah.
Right? How can you be? I mean, we invest in S&P 500 because we believe the S&P 500 will give us good returns, right?
Yeah.
But NFT marketplace is not guaranteed. So people people start to step back from the marketplace itself. And since all these crypto things are like crashing these days, people start to leave everything related to cryptos. And NFT is one of the reasons that one of the things that affected a lot. First, they didn't create the real thing, and two, their marketplace is not trustable. And probably those are the reasons why. Yeah. In a broader scale. So yeah, that's the difference between NFT, NFT-based products, and NFT marketplace. Yeah. So we have a definition.
Yeah.
And since I'm not a designer, I don't think I can talk about this. But I think Krista, you're the professional designer, and you've seen many samples of like how NFT started to how it goes, how that changed or affected the industry. Yeah. Can you share more about that?
Well, actually, I think it, like, at least last year, I found like some known companies. I mean like Star Wars or Marvel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They do drop like some official ones. So companies that already have value, they, for example, there's an app called VEVE.
BVE.
They're
Oh.
trading it using Omicoin, and
Oh.
they used to drop. I'm pretty sure they still do it. They drop comics and 3D model of the official
Oh.
license. For example, they drop a Spider-Man 3D model.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
But
Now I'm seeing the oh yeah, DCs and everything.
yeah, but the beautiful thing about this is, one, it's official. Second,
Mm-hmm.
it's not just one JPEG picture. When it's 3D
Mm-hmm.
model, you can play it with your phone as a VR or AR. So
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
can record yourself as playing with a Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, it's very popular, and because of the limit number of the product. For example, they only release certain number of product, for example only 50, then only the first buyer that buys with the manufacturer suggested retail price, once, as long as they get that, it's like mostly guaranteed the price will go up 10 times. So
Oh.
it is better than buying stocks or like S&P 500.
Because the people know it, and all the users will trust that
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
the value
It
of that
does.
character.
Yes, yes. It,
Ah.
because it's trusted branded. Like yesterday I tried to check like some people who bought those assets, those NFTs,
Mm-hmm.
they have a video about like, let's check how much does it worth right now.
Mm-mm-mm.
Omi coin wise, the value didn't depreciate as much. For example, I mean, it's supposed to be like crashing so hard right now, but
Mm-mm.
it used to be like 24 Omi, but right now it's still 22 Omi. But
Oh.
the one that's crashing, it's actually the Omi coin value itself in US dollar.
Ah,
So
okay.
yeah, so I started to feel
Um,
like if we don't use crypto, maybe it's better.
yeah, I mean, if they use US dollars,
I
uh,
mean there are some NFT
that makes
that
sense.
use credit card,
Mm-hmm.
like the NBA cards.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think you can purchase it with your own US dollar. Yeah, like you don't have to change it to some
Ethereum.
crypto first before
Mm-hmm.
purchasing it. So
Mm-hmm.
in that way, I feel like if we use trusted brand
Mm-hmm.
and use NFT correctly, then
Mm-hmm.
and we don't rely on crypto as
Mm-hmm.
much,
Mm-hmm.
NFT could work. And yeah,
Oh.
it's very sad. Like for example, this week I saw the news. Justin
Mm.
Bieber's 1.3 million Bored Ape NFT went down 94%.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That one, that one. I was so happy.
And
That
also
Bieber
this
finally.
last week was it an FTX problem?
Oh yeah,
But that's not the cryptocurrency problem, right? That's
one of the
it's
external, yeah, one of the trade market, a crypto marketplace.
yeah,
Mm.
the marketplace problem. What I heard is
Mm-hmm.
this is what I heard. They, for example, one of their worker wants to buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, okay, let's buy a house with the company's money and stuff. You
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah, they did, they did.
it.
Yes.
I think it's not the crypto's fault, or it's not the crypto's system fault. What happened with the FTX? It's
Mm.
some people that doesn't know how to do business fault.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
and
I
that
think
one.
I think one of the problem with crypto or this environment, it's like so many people thinks they can just print money out of thin air. That's why it fails. They don't
Mm.
understand the basic of business. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have so many to complain, but yeah, I think that's
Uh,
NFT itself has a future. It's a good product,
mm-hmm.
a good system, but
Good
we
technology. Mm-mm.
maybe if we don't rely on crypto, maybe that we have some future. So
Mm-mm.
so I'll move on to what we should do.
But like yeah, I also agree with that. NFT itself is a technology that not many people know how to use it, but it can be very useful because
Yeah.
you know that's really interesting technology because you know the tech was created based on what internet people have the troubles that internet people face.
Mm,
And yeah, I mean, we can actually use loads of stuffs on the internet to something else,
mm,
right? I mean, people create memes because they like it.
mm,
They never thought that we can create memes because we can make money. That approach is I value a lot. But I'm also really afraid that NFT can be like a next segue. I don't know if you remember this, but there's a thing called Segway back in the day
no.
that but now it's Google it, you might see something. You know, like the machine that has a huge um what? Circle? Not circle. Tire on it on each
Ah, I
tire.
see. I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And but now used to be really huge in the early 2010.
Mm.
But now people no one uses it.
I saw some people use it.
Yeah, but like come on, like people rather use, you know, shared bike or kick kickboards
Mm,
instead of Segway.
mm,
Right? But the concept are pretty much the same. The mobility that people can use quite easily. And one of the reasons why Segway failed was they focused on celebrity marketing way too much than
mm,
creating extra value that Segway can create.
mm,
Segway was way too expensive than it should be. And what they did was asking celebrities to promote their products,
mm,
which which is kind of similar to what NFT guys are doing. This is what I'm afraid of. Because like Justin Bieber buying Ape, okay, cool. But it doesn't mean that Ape itself. I personally don't think that Justin Bieber bought it because it matches with his personality or her his ideas of life, ideas of art. He just bought it because someone asked him to buy it. He was like, okay, I can throw a bunch of dollars, and that was it. I don't think he's the one. I don't think if Justin Bieber was really into the NFT, he probably created by himself. He didn't do it. He just bought it. The reason was simple. He's not interested in NFT. Someone asked him to buy it. He's kind of rich enough to like spend thousands of money in some internet. That's why he did it. So yeah, I'm really afraid of that. And I mean, they probably find another way to use it, the NFT technology. But when it comes to current marketplace and products, I also feel a bit negative about it.
That's true.
But like, yeah, I mean, this is my point of view. I'm kind of curious about your point of view, especially you're one of your, how can I say, you're more experienced in creating stuff. You're more experienced in investing. Yeah, and I'm kind of curious about your idea, opinion about this. What's your idea?
So I started to try to when I started try understanding NFT, I'm trying to compare it with the business that we have been doing in the real world, not the non-digital world. So yeah, I understand people say it's so stupid. It's like buying a JPEG file that you can download it for free on the internet. But okay, so what about fine art? If you take picture of Mona Lisa's painting and then you print it and then you frame it, is it going to be like that? I mean, does it mean the original painting is the same value as the printed paper?
Huh. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, see, I mean, in real world, how people do business is also stupid. I mean, it can sound stupid too. So I'm like, what is stupid now? Because for example, the first Pokemon card, the Pikachu Pokemon card that releases, I'm sure it doesn't cost that much. Maybe less than 100 yen. But guess how much it costs right now? $5.275 million right now.
What?
So technically, it's a paper. It's a paper that if people who are very expert at making forgery, money forgery or like paper forgery, they can recreate that card. So I'm like, whenever people call NFT stupid, I'm like, okay, the real world is also kind of stupid. And also, like, for example, your Rolex watch, it's made of metal logam, metal,
Yeah, you know, like hard stuff.
yeah, hard stuff, or like even branded goods, even like Gucci bags. Do you think it's also the real value is that?
That is correct. That is correct. I mean, Gucci bag is the same as, you know, bags in Don Quixote, basically. Yeah, but the value is completely different. Don Quixote costs like 1,000 yen, and Gucci bags cost like my own house and my whole career.
But yeah, I think if you want to do NFT, you need to understand what people value in this world. Like for example, Pokemon. The reason that card is valuable, it's because it's been for years. Everyone has been playing the game, and they got the value. The value is like everyone who plays the game feels happy about it. Like when they're sad or like in their downtime, everyone got happy because of that character. All of the Pokemon, and not just game. They have also anime, and they have lots of plushies, toys, like that brand name value. Yeah. So the value that a Pokemon brand gives to the world is what is valuable. That's why even though that is a paper that is super old, that is printed 30 years ago, everyone remembers I
That,
used
yeah.
I used to want that card when I was a kid, and they're trying to recreate
Mm, mm,
to
mm.
give their younger self a
Mhm,
chance,
mhm.
another chance.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I think when you want to do NFT, you need to remember this kind of business basics. Why
Mm.
people put value in stupid stuff.
Uh.
But
Yeah. That makes sense.
yeah, and also the second one is
Mm.
uh, high high end art itself. That
Mm.
those industry is
Mhm.
also a big scam.
Mm, mm, mm.
So like galleries, it's been years and years. Like the galleries, they're the one who mostly decided the price of one painting.
Mhm.
They like to manipulate and
Mm.
yeah,
Oh.
they're often manipulate the price, and they make sure the price wouldn't be
Mm.
wouldn't get low, or like for example, if an artist try to sell the
Mm.
painting itself, the
Mhm.
galleries will they might cut off the artist, like no, we don't want to put your paintings in the gallery anymore. That's how the art business works.
Wow.
And
Okay.
also the galleries often ask, for example, if they have bidding like
Mhm.
auction,
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
they will send their people to make the bid
Increase.
higher and higher. Basically,
Ah.
it's the same thing with what they do in NFT.
Very true.
Yeah,
Ah, wow. I didn't. Yeah. That. Well, that's the reason my comedy doesn't give much money because I don't have people to to
yeah.
value higher.
You need to hire some people who
Ah,
are like, oh, that's
laughing.
so yeah.
That's so good. Oh, he got it so funny. Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
you need to think of
yeah.
some tricks, but yeah. But yeah, and also
Mm, mm,
uh one of the thing that gallery does is
mhm.
they give a very big discount to only prestigious museum and big collectors.
Oh,
S-
that's interesting.
Yeah, and also I what I remember is what's the famous guy who made the can pop art, the Campbell pop art? Andy
Oh,
Warhol. I think it's
Andy
right.
Warhol.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Andy Warhol. Even
Mm.
Andy Warhol, he also have like a buyer, there
Oh.
like a collector that supports behind him.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
like for example, if he sells like 50 paintings in one show,
mm-hmm.
if no one buys the rest of 30 paintings, he will buy everything, the rest of 30 paintings, just to make sure the value doesn't depreciate. So I think what
Ah.
uh, you mentioned how people says because no one is buying NFT right now, people are giving it for free, right?
Mm, mm,
That's
mm, mm.
also wrong. Whatever happens, you shouldn't give any sale. And I'm pretty sure even like Gucci bag and those kind of
Mhm.
stuff, even though they didn't make any sale, they won't make a discount as much.
Yeah, they
Just
won't make a discount
uh,
at all.
that's to protect the value of the product, the branding image product. So
That is correct. That is
if
correct.
you want to do NFT and art business, you need to understand this kind of basic basic economic. And
I think it's like very similar to how people actually work, how people
yeah,
actually think. Like sometimes, yeah. Even my job is digital marketing,
yes.
and whenever I see the client, they always say the same thing.
Mm,
How is this idea? Is this plan
mm,
not hurting or brand image?
mm,
Is it really okay thing for us to do?
mm,
It's like I'm sometimes I also feel, yeah, I got comments a lot, and I also heard that some of like it's interesting. There's a rank in watch brands, yeah,
mm,
like Omega,
mm,
and above that, Breitling, above that Patek Philippe and everything.
mm,
And back in the day, when I used to work when I did an intern there,
mm,
we tried to promote the highest, like only the presidents can have it, get those watches. We try to promote that via using the magazines.
Mm.
And we actually got a call from one customer.
Mm.
I mean, I think that one customer called to the company. The company called to us,
Mm.
and they told me that we have a comment that how dare you put advertising on the magazine, because that will lower the value of my watch. How dare you? You really don't, even though you're in charge of it, you really don't understand the value of this watch. So I will try to sell it and not gonna use it again. Boom. End of story.
Wait, that's from the customer?
Yeah. Yeah. Interestingly enough. Interestingly enough. And I think that's pretty similar to what Arsen is trying to do.
Mm.
If, the brand image is really important,
Mm.
and when it comes to high-end art, when
Mm.
it
Mm.
comes to the products with high value,
Mm.
you really should not try, like, sometimes doing advertising is stupid.
Mm.
Yeah. Because people already know why do you even use it.
Mm.
Like Bentley, for example. Bentley, like the car brand,
Mm.
they're known for really bad AI and really bad computer system.
Mm.
And people asked them the reason why and told me that interestingly, people from Bentley, they told people that um since all the owner of Bentley doesn't really drive, computer system doesn't really matter for us. Like sometimes a company stopped the innovation, stopped the discounting,
Mm.
stopped to do anything to protect the brand image. So
Mm.
yeah, I think this is it does make sense. It does
Mm.
make sense. Some things with high value, something with legit system behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, when it comes to gallery business, I never thought about it. Yeah, yeah. I genuinely never thought about it. Like how you
It's
like
it's it's the smoothest way to do money laundering, basically.
yeah, yeah. I mean, now I get it. Now I get it. Like I I've seen a couple of galleries in Tokyo. Never thought. I mean, always curious that there's no one in there. How can they make money from it?
Mm.
Turns out this is the reason.
Mm.
Oh, okay, okay. Any other reason? Why? Any other reason?
Uh,
Or I mean about the
oh yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
just looked into the internet. Like lots of
Mm,
people couldn't really understand the licensing of NFT. So
mm-hmm.
when you purchase an NFT product, the
Mm,
IP license, the
mm-hmm.
intellectual property
Yeah, yeah,
license,
it's yeah, yeah.
is still
Copyright.
owned by the
Creator.
creator. It's not
Yes, that's
owned by
correct.
you. But
Mm-hmm,
there's
mm-hmm,
so I saw some articles that say you need to mention it specifically,
mm-hmm,
otherwise people might mistaken. No, no, I thought I own this, so I can do anything about it. Like for example, I bought this story, thus I can make this a movie out of this
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
storybook and stuff. But
mm-hmm.
that's not the case. That license is still owned by the creator. It's just like one of the things you need to be careful of when you make NFT.
It is true. Yeah, yeah. That's also a huge issue when it comes to NFTs. Like they're buying the ownership, not buying the copyright.
Mm.
And plus, and if you it's internet place is very it's very diverse. So ownership actually doesn't mean anything.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
people tell that and buying NFT is buying like a contract that says I own this one, but not the copyright.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, that one is also
What?
why people buy ownership seriously? That doesn't give you anything. Like I don't know. Like if there's a Pokemon card, then yes, I should buy it. But when it comes to like NFT memes and stuff, I mean, I can copy. I can screen I can screen cut and just post it on my blog. And that's okay because no one owns the copyright there. NFT is just NFT is just an ownership contract. Right? So yeah, for me it didn't really make sense for me either.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't
now the
think
story's
it's
going to
I
the
don't
dark
think
side.
it's that bad though. I mean, it is
I
recorded, right?
I mean, yeah,
Encrypted.
yeah, 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 but Must be better ways.
Yeah, but
If they have money to buy NFTs and come to our shows and donate money to the comedians, come on.
I think the one of the other beautiful thing about the
Mm-mm, mm,
licensing is like
mm-hmm,
one,
mm-hmm,
if I release an NFT and then I sell it to, for example, I sell it to you, and then when you resell it to another person, I
mm-hmm.
still get some percentage of money, right?
Oh yeah, it's true, true, true.
I like that about NFT. While in real world, we just never
Mm,
know where who ends up owning it. So
yeah, that's correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons why artists love NFT,
yeah.
right? I mean, now artists can get some stable income by selling their talent and selling their beautiful products. Yeah, I like that. But the system itself, that's one thing I really want to complain.
Mm. But you
Yeah,
can always change system, I think.
I'm not gonna change the system.
I mean,
I'll be a guy who stand next to them. I always keep complaining them. Yay, we should
oh
do this.
no, he gone. But he gone.
Uh,
Don't you think how US dollars system is also changing, like compared to when they first established? I mean, it used to be backed by gold, right?
mm.
And
Yeah,
like,
I'm not saying that I we should not focus on those regime changes.
mm,
I think it's another story that we need to dig on.
mm.
But yeah,
I think NFT can grow like that. I feel like
it can grow. Yeah, it can.
you can cover those loopholes with other stuff. For example, it couldn't be backed by gold because they don't have enough gold, right, to back up
Mm,
the
mm,
money.
mm, mm.
But then they change it to the oil contract, right? Like when
Yeah,
people want to buy oil, you need to use
yeah,
US
yes,
dollars.
yes.
You can change it like that. So I feel like
Mm, mm.
NFT or crypto, they can change those major issue with
Could be one
other way
thing.
of business.
Yes, could be one thing. Could be the alternative. That's the ultimate goal of crypto, I guess.
Mm.
But here's the thing. I still can't see what backs up the crypto.
Yeah, that
At least
that
for that current one. Yeah.
yeah.
That's something I feel a little bit negative about. I mean, I am positive about the crypto technology.
Mm.
Especially, let's focus on NFT, the NFT
Mm.
one. I'm positive about NFT technology,
Yeah.
but when it comes to current NFT products and current NFT marketplace,
Mm.
I feel a bit negative about them. And I think it's okay to move on to the next part, which is my part, which is like even though I do not like the NFT marketplace, I still think it's an interesting technology that we can utilize. We might see some futures.
Mm.
So back for past couple of years, yes, NFT marketplace NFT products were huge,
Mm.
but we also had so much comments that NFT itself is a very valuable one, but no one ever tried to use it good properly.
Mm.
No one tried to implement that into business. And I think that's something I value more.
Mm.
And yes, when it comes to art scenes, yes, we can create fancy images and JPEG files. But if there's no continuity, if the artists fail to amuse people, then the value is nothing, right?
Mm.
I mean that's also I hate the ape projects. I mean
Mm.
they tend to create something. It seems that they create something
Mm.
continuously, but basically what I can see is they just change the background images.
Mm.
I don't think that's a valuable thing.
Mm.
That doesn't really benefit the people who buys the NFT.
Mm.
Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
mean, you even the people who buys the NFT, they can change colors.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Why do they need to buy it? So their continuity, they fail to create the value
Mm.
that they should have created,
Yeah.
right? So that's why I feel negative about them, especially when it comes to current NFT marketplace and NFT based products.
Mm.
Mm. But interestingly enough, these days now companies are starting to utilize the NFT technology
Mm.
and implement that to their own business strategy. One of the best example I got these days, probably loads of people already know, is the Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Starbucks launched the program project called Odyssey, Starbucks Odyssey, which is basically their royalty program based on NFT technology.
Mm.
Yeah. So it goes like, so we all know that Starbucks is known for digital transformation, which means they're really good at creating apps in our end. And we all know that if we can charge top up our money on Starbucks app, we
Mm.
can also collect some, points or collect some stickers on
Mm.
app. If they have enough stickers, we can get their own limited products, right?
Mm.
That's what Starbucks is known for. That's what Starbucks is really good at. And based on that data, Starbucks always try to develop, sharpen their marketing directions,
Mm.
strategies. That's what they're really good at. And this time, Starbucks decided to create something, those reward, you know, remarketing kind of phase into NFT base.
Mm.
And because they thought that they can utilize all those people the actions of the consumers outside of Starbucks can be money,
Mm.
can be profitable. Like I don't know. I mean, when I was in Korea, I also did the part-time job in Starbucks for a short period of time,
Mm.
and I found that it was interesting. So, back every Christmas happens, we always give people some coupons or some stickers so that they can get some limited products.
Mm.
And not many and all those products are basically like, cheap Daiso products, but Starbucks logo on it.
Mm.
Honestly, I thought that was a bullshit.
Mm.
And interestingly enough, people start to fight. People start to argue in front of Starbucks saying that I need stickers. I need this product. Where do you have it? And we always tell them, as you can see from the poster, if we don't, sometimes shops doesn't have enough inventory.
Mm.
If we don't have it, you guys should go to other places. They
Mm.
started yelling at me and throwing all those stickers. And seriously, one guy throwing me coins. Yeah, saying that's I put loads of efforts to it and why and that sort of thing. And I also see if you go to the secondhand market, like
Mm.
Mercari stuff in
Yeah.
Japan, they are literally selling all those limited stickers that are necessary to get the products. Like one sticker costs like 500 yen.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Now wait, it costs like 1,000 yen, and each beverage costs like 500 yen. So it doubled the price. Yeah. So back in the day, it was basically for consumer side.
Mm.
Consumers can do whatever they want.
Mm.
Starbucks was focusing on selling beverages
Mm.
and give them stickers.
Mm.
But now, since Starbucks started to manage all those, post-selling things using NFT,
Mm.
now Starbucks can get extra income based on all those sticker deals. Yeah.
So they already launched this NFT?
I mean, they haven't. I think it probably takes more time to actually officially launch it.
Mm.
But according to their explanation, the possibilities goes like that. Starbucks can make money even though they don't sell the beverage.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, which is basically like, as you mentioned, this time NFT based products are valuable because Starbucks backs up the value.
Mm.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, yes, crypto in general and NFT itself technology can be one of the alternatives that many current like dollar-based marketplaces can't really solve. But we need some backups
Mm.
in order to crypto needs some backups, blockchain needs some the solid backups that promise the value.
Yeah.
And it's been a couple of years. NFT marketplace failed to provide that backup, but now some companies are starting to back up by themselves
Mm.
by implementing NFT technology into their business. So personally, what we have to do is not focusing on NFT based products or NFT marketplace itself, but focusing on what companies actually use NFT, implement the NFT into their business in a good way.
Mm.
Hmm. And so far, not many companies are doing it, but probably Starbucks. Starbucks just started it.
Mm.
So if it goes well, maybe
Mm.
a couple of years later, loads of companies will probably try to use to implement NFT a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, and probably that time the market crash depression will be over, start to like over, and that's probably one of it could be one of our direction to make more money.
That's true.
Investing when it comes to investing. Mm.
By the way, I didn't realize. I think
Hmm.
it's around 3 weeks ago.
Hmm. What
Instagram
happened?
integrated NFT. I
Oh
didn't.
yeah, they
I
keep saying that. Yeah, yeah,
I
they keep
didn't
saying that.
really look into it though.
Mm-mm. I mean, it's not Instagram, Twitter. They started to use NFT.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not sure what they're gonna do because I haven't seen any important updates yet.
Mm. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, SNS companies, communication companies, they should provide NFT because otherwise,
That's true.
no one's gonna get, and influencers have no reason to use it.
Mm.
Of course, they use it as a promotion channel, but that's it. Mm-hmm. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm not really sure that people will buy Instagram postings or tweet it to some tweets
Yeah.
via NFT.
Yeah. What will they use it for?
As you mentioned, the value, the memories, at least now the memories of the
Mm.
values. But we also need to recognize that still Instagram posting and the tweets that
Mm.
we see, they're not as valuable as we think.
Mm.
At least they're not as valuable as we think. Yeah. Probably need to find other ways to implement it.
Mm.
Mm. So yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to NFT technology. I personally also like want to use it in the future because like when it comes to ticket sales, I think we can make our tickets as NFT and sell to people so that everyone can more access to come. I'm also thinking of that,
Selling what
but
kind of ticket?
our showcase tickets.
I see. See.
Yeah, or some poster images. I don't know. I'm
Oh,
still
okay.
in still haven't found the exact reason why I should do it, but that is like one of the idea that I am thinking quite deeply.
Mm.
But as you mentioned, it is good to have NFT technology,
Mm.
but we need more solid proof in order to save that value.
Mm.
And now Starbucks started to do it, and let's see what happens.
That's true.
Okay. All right. So it's wow, we spoke like an hour straight. Yeah, even though we told each other we hate this topic, I think we're really into this. All right, let's get to the conclusion. Krista, what's your conclusion?
So yeah, yeah, I think one of the problem NFT fails is because not many people understand the basic business or economy, or like
Mm.
they don't understand
What people do?
what to do, or like I mean it
Mm-mm.
it all crashing down because I mean if you
Mm-mm.
buy the JPEG picture of NFT,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
since human being are like
Mm.
I mean right now we spend around 7 hours per day, average
Mm-hmm.
person worldwide,
Mm-hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
digital world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So one day when we start using metaverse,
Mm-hmm.
I think, for example, if you buy a digital house and stuff, you can post your NFT on the wall and stuff. That might be useful, right? I mean, like to decorate
Mm-hmm.
your own house, it's basically just like buying a poster for your house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it we will use it just because human beings are spending more time in digital world.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the point, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think as long as crypto do a better job
Mm-hmm.
covering their loopholes, because I do understand mining system
Mm.
is kind of a little bit ridiculous. I find it.
Yeah.
Crypto mining. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
I thought they were like doing calculation that is useful for the world, but basically it's
No,
just like calculating something.
funny.
Yeah, it's not even solving any problem, right? The mining
Mm.
system itself.
At all, at all.
That part is very very a big loophole, I feel like. Although the decentralized system part, I kind of like it, but the
Mm-hmm.
mining part is kind of weak, and I think
Mm-mm.
maybe NFT itself is good, but maybe if you don't count on crypto, it might be hopeful still.
Mm. Mm.
So if the company use digital currency, it could be nice.
Okay, okay. Krista, you also get mixed up all those cryptocurrency. You are agree with NFT technology,
Yeah.
and we're using mostly cryptocurrencies to trade NFT-based products.
Mm.
You like NFT technology.
Yeah.
You basically agree with cryptos, using cryptos to trade NFT products,
Mm.
right? But you don't like the cryptocurrencies, the mining method of cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And NFT just makes all those all the environment worse. NFT-based products makes things worse. That's what you're trying to say, right?
No, I think we can still use buy and sell NFT as long as we don't
NFT-based products.
NFT based product, as long
Yes.
as we don't use crypto to trade for it.
Uh, 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 yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you want to separate the NFT-based products to cryptos,
Maybe we can sell stuff or use
dollars.
NFT system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just don't use crypto.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, yeah, that will stabilize the price a bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like the one that I saw,
Mm-hmm.
the price of the 3D model, the
Mm-hmm.
that Marvel releases,
Mm-hmm.
the number of the coin itself didn't depreciate. It's the number of crypto to US dollars that is depreciate a lot. So
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, that's interesting point of view. That's quite lively, man. Thank you so much.
what about you?
Okay. This time I'm trying to do a different style when it comes to conclusion. I really like, like some comedians commentating some political stuffs.
Mm,
And I like something called Listen to Mitchell. Like if you Google it, you'll find one thing. I really like the comedian called David Mitchell in UK,
mm,
and he used to do the thing called Listen to Mitchell, which is like the broadcast will give him 5 minutes, and he can just rant whatever he wants
mm.
about the current political issues. And I would like to try that style a bit today. So I will brutally talk about NFTs. NFT. Okay, will it be okay?
Okay.
Allow me to use it?
Yeah.
To do it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I wrote, as you can see, I wrote down a huge chunk of sentences. All right. So listen to Higon. It's about NFT. NFT stands for non-fun. Oh, sorry. All right, let's do it more. NFT stands for non-fungible token, but now it stands for not give a fuck about that. For the past couple of months, the value of NFT-based products have fallen to almost nothing. For example, NFT for NBA players used to be thousands of dollars, but its value now is a slice of pizza that you can find in a local supermarket. Not in New York, but in Tokyo. What went wrong? There are a couple of theories, but if I overly simplify it, it will be like this. All NFT products were not attractive, and the marketplace didn't try to fix that. Sure, the aped NFT things was the thing that people fuzzed about, but I believe the memes on Reddit and TikTok are more valuable than that. Especially watching those memes at 2 a.m., their values go skyrocketing. They make me laugh and raise on my life choices. Plus, what was the apes were trying to present? The only thing the only thing I guess can get was those internet nerds have a really, really bad taste in art. And what's the marketplace? And the marketplace didn't really care about what was happening inside their marketplace. In the stock market, when the value changes in a short period of time, they stop the trade for a while just to balance things out. Haha, not an NFT marketplace. The price went wild like a fire in the forest, and all the promises the NFT project showed became pointless. Just like my mom's promise to me, which is that I can get a girlfriend if I go to good college. Turns out, zero. So what's the bloody future? NFT marketplace is dead, but tech remains. Like Starbucks, companies are trying to hire people from NFT world in order to strengthen their royalty program. And we still have hosts because people on the internet are always creating something new that no one ever thought of it. Like the OnlyFans, for example. They create good videos and make money. Why don't we make them as NFT products? We need to see how it goes, but I assume it takes time for NFT and its marketplace to regain the trust from the people. And final, as Isaac Newton mentioned, it is difficult to calculate the madness of humankind. I think this is the time millennials and Gen Zs will start to recognize we are no better than that bloody apes. Thank you.
Good job. It is so true, though. It is so true.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. I like it depreciates to the value of pizza. It's so sad.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, I'm actually thinking of doing this thing in the next episode because I really like that, ranting, angry logic. I mean, and if you go to like stand-up comedy open mic, it's really difficult to do. Yeah, because we need to explain who we are, the different explanation methods. But when it comes to those podcasts, and since we've been talking about NFT for like an hour, now people starting to get it, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So is it okay for me to do on our next episode as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, man. Oh, God. Well, surprisingly, we have 4 viewers today. I think that's our record. Yeah.
It's I don't know. What about the viewers on the other, like the podcast version, like the Anchor and Spotify?
Anchor, Spotify, not that much. But yeah, we will discuss it after this recording ends.
I think YouTube's not that bad. Like
Yeah.
50 views.
People are watching. Yeah. I think they have views better than my own.
Oh no, you don't. Your shorts
Like-
is doing really well.
Some of them doing like 8. Yo, that made me really sad.
I think it's the hashtag problem, no?
Probably, well, the content itself is not. I mean, the stand-up comedy clips are not as viral. It's really difficult to get viral. And plus, I'm still in the middle of like developing my own jokes, and I haven't. Let's say I haven't hit that place. Yeah. Anyway, before we finish this, it is a podcast. I'd like to promote one thing.
Yeah.
Krista just started her own Kickstarter project. Yeah. What was the name of the book?
An early bird told me.
Yes, the early bird told me. I saw the story, which was really interesting, and her illustration was bloody good. I mean, I know that most of our listeners, we can't create art like her. So if you're interested in, go to Kickstarter, search the name of the book. Sorry, once again.
It's not released yet. It's probably released next week.
Yeah. But still.
An early bird told me.
Yeah, an early bird told me, search on Kickstarter and let's see how it goes. And next thing, if you're in Tokyo, please. I also host. Me and other comedians will host a comedy show in Komagome, which is called Komagome Showcase. It's in Bonjoro, Tokyo. If you're interested, please check it out.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, thank you so much for joining our show. Thank you so much, Krista.
Thank you,
for
Hiba.
sharing all those important insights about the art scenes and crypto in general. And
Yes.
yeah, that's I think yeah, next month we'll start with more interesting, more angry logics that you guys can enjoy. All right, thank you so much for coming, and hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, stop streaming now.
Okay. Do you want to change to our Instagram?